You are stuck in a 9 to 5 job that you hate, and it's slowly decimating your humanity with a deep, corrosive boredom that is consuming your will one day at a time to no end. You are stuck in an infinite loop of numbness, and you don't see a way out of it. Well, I have a good and bad news for you. The bad news is that you are not alone in this situation, and actually, you are part of an overwhelming majority of people who feel the same way, something that is not good for public mental health. The good news is that this is a fairly easy problem to solve. Like any solution worth pursuing, it takes a lot of effort and discipline, but the results are almost immediate and life-changing. In this video, I will give you 5 hacks that will jumpstart your brain and take you out of that intellectual zombie state. Stick around. Hack number 1. Write. Writing might seem like a simple and meaningless activity. However, there are huge neurological benefits that come from the consistent practice of handwriting. Not typing on a computer keyboard, but taking a pen, a sheet of paper, and writing by hand. The use of a fountain pen instead of a ballpoint requires for the writer to fine-tune the hand motion, position, and pressure of the pen to ensure a fluidity and smoothness in the strokes of the pen. This translates into fine-tuned motor skills connections in the brain. Handwriting can also stimulate our senses. The smell of the ink, the texture of the paper can help to create positive associations. Handwriting also develops problem-solving skills and creative thinking. Hack number 2. Get lost. Exposing yourself to unfamiliar routes and environments develops mental flexibility and problem-solving skills. Your mind actively engages in spatial mapping, memory recall, and decision-making. All of this contributes to enhancing neuroplasticity and adapting to novel situations. All this must be done without a GPS. Put your phone down, turn off the GPS, and venture into new streets and alleys. Of course, you have to practice caution. Avoid dangerous and sketchy areas or doing this at night. Allow your brain to create maps and evaluate alternatives to navigate these new routes. Hack number 3. Consume better content. We spend an incredible amount of time scrolling mindlessly through our phone or computer without any purpose. This is a way for us to disconnect from the world. This at the moment might feel like something relaxing to do because it doesn't involve any voluntary mental effort. However, after a while, you might start feeling sad and frustrated because all the amount of time that you wasted in this unproductive activity. You still can break away from reality and get the relaxing benefits of scrolling through social media by consuming better content. In the same social media platforms that you know, you will find an infinite amount of channels and profiles that offer useful, productive, and informative content. From productivity and self-actualization tips to science, psychology, documentaries, you name it. You can find a lot of good, worth consuming content. You have to try to engage in intellectually stimulating conversations with people who actively participate in these channels, chat rooms, and comments. This is also an opportunity for you to make new and interesting friendships. And please, stay away from conspiracy theories, rumors, and speculations. You have to be mindful of the content that you consume. Hack number 4. Change perspective. There is a scene in the 1989 movie The Dead Poets Society where the English teacher, John Keating, played by Robin Williams, encourages his students to climb into his desk to get a new perspective, to see the classroom from a different perspective. And when I say get a new perspective, I mean it literally. If your body and your health allow it, climb. Climb on a chair, climb on a desk, go as high as you can. Or you can try to crawl, lie down on the floor. You will be surprised of how amazing things look from a different point of view. You can also get a telescope and look at the sky. Or you can get a $5 microscope. It is amazing how things look from up close. Implemented in real-life situations, these new views and perspective can help us open our mind to new alternatives and new possibilities to approach problems. Hack number 5. Stimulate your senses. It is well known that traveling is one of the best ways to expand our understanding of the world and stimulate our senses. And although not everybody has the time or the resources to travel, There are still ways that you can stimulate your senses and get new experiences without having to go away. From experimenting with new food and flavors, and exposing ourselves to new aromas, visuals, sounds, and music, we can stimulate our senses. Sometimes just touching something unusual, some new tactile information, can do the trick. Visit galleries and museums. Attend cultural events and concerts. Anything that represents a new stimulus can help. Sometimes you have to push your limits and force yourself to attend these kind of events. It often happens that you don't know what you like until you discover it, but you have to give yourself the time to experiment and experience this new stimulus. Now, don't get me wrong. Routines are great. They help us to optimize the process that happens on our daily life, saving us time and energy. They help us to organize our time and focusing our efforts in order to be more productive. However, routines can be very detrimental to our creative thinking process. They can get us stuck in a loop of automatic behaviors that can develop into boredom, frustration, stagnant thoughts, and lack of motivation. To prevent this from happening, it's very important that we break away from those automatic thoughts and behaviors. Break away from those routines and challenge our brain to create new connections by engaging into diverting thinking. These are practices that are recommended to do every single day. You don't have to do them all together or all at the same time, but even if you do at least one of those every single day, you will start noticing the difference in no time. You have to look at it as hygiene and exercising for your brain. In the same way that you practice hygiene and exercising for your body, your brain also needs to be taken care of. Everything that you do to create new stimulus for the brain will help you to create new connections, promoting neuroplasticity and keeping your brain fresh, young, and awake. In the future, I will turn all this information into actual exercises that you can use every day, and I will make it available for you. If you like this kind of content and you find this information useful, please consider supporting this channel. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and join me in this creative revolution. See you in the next video. Bye.